I started making music in the first place as a drummer for my dad back in church, like way back when. I just found that hitting things and in a good rhythm was pleasant to both me and other people's ears. So I did that. I started getting into rock music a lot. I only started picking up guitar when my mom was in the hospital and I couldn't bring a drum set to her and she couldn't talk to me. So I figured playing a guitar was the next best step in communicating. How I make all my music is instrumentals first and then vocals and lyrics later. So I had this really cool guitar riff that was, 5, 8, 7 on the frets, as most alternative rock songs are. And then I put some drums in there and then had it all figured out. And then I started thinking about the message of the song, which I mainly stemmed from wanting to go on a more spiritual aspect than my last releases were. I found that my last release, Time to Let Go, was more focused on the beat and not really about a message. So I thought I'd switch things up this time and actually try to get more poetic with the lyrics. In deep shades of purple, I start to understand what I see. It makes me and forms who I am. This is just like the intro explaining why I'm writing this song, what my influences are, and it's referenced later, like the venom that forms from the venomous snake. My hopes all fall short, and I can't stay awake. This is in reference to how many influences and inspirations in our lives can be seen as poisonous or toxic, and just how it infects us and influences us in many negative ways. My God, hear me, my Father, up here in my eyes, it's only getting darker. It's just a, pretty much just a prayer kind of deal. When I'm communicating to people, I find it's hard if I don't have a clear point of discussion. To me, when it comes to writing my songs, what I believe in is probably the strongest thing that I could write about and speak on. Blinded by killers, these treacherous snakes, vipers take over, but this won't be my grave. That's just the last sign of hope in the chorus. I wanted it to end on more of a, not gleeful, but, hopeful, because that's not what the song's about. It's not about being so dour all the time. I wanted to try and make it more upbeat with the energy. But that's the first half of the song. And then my favorite part kicks in, which is where I say vipers end. And my favorite breakdown to the song kicks in. I can't help but bob my head to that every time I play it. And I do play it a lot. So yeah, second verse goes back right into the suffering, for lack of a better term. With their voices and their screens, they tell me I've lost, but my Savior paid the cost they spoke of when he died on that cross. And that's just, in spite of the last verse, this one has more, I'm trying to think of a better word than hope, but yeah, it's just like, trying to remain hopeful and seeing that there is positives. The severity on my skin keeps my heart at pace, but the verses I was taught have kept me running in this race. Just another reference to Christianity and my beliefs. I really wanted to get my spirituality just on the paper. I think I tried to successfully do that. Yeah, that's the entirety of the song, verse, chorus kind of deal. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not much of a wordsmith. Half it rhymed and half I thought it sounded pretty neat. But I think it came out pretty well, and I'm really happy with the outcome. I had a really good producer and my distribution service was awesome. Just really happy with everything, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
So in one of the verses you say that you've been bitten by a snake. Have you been bitten by a snake?
No,
I
I have not been bitten by a snake.
Have you been bitten by a Shane?
Not yet.
I'm not going to bite him.
Hopefully not. Okay, this bit's weird.